Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He was brought down by...
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
To throw now on first down. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. 28 yards. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11 quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake. Walker. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Walker. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
To throw on 3rd down. Walker. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. third down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Buccaneers 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
2nd and 9 now.
The 25-yard line.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Lamb. It's complete.
The pass.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bucs 40.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Buccaneers
the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting, these last few.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Neville Gallimore.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That will get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Daniel Jones, an early touchdown pass in that one. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
At the 32-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
The pass.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
2-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week: 18 carries, 75 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football. He gains yardage for him.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
P.J. Walker.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. To throw is Walker on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Forced out to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Cowboys 7, Buccaneers 3.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Cobbs, that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Cowboy first.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with him. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Rohrwasser's kick is good.
The kick.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
10. Buccaneers 3.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
Jones, incomplete.
Now Walker. Going to throw again. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Walker rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Walker, off play action. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Walker. The left side completion to Jones. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Walker now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Rohrwasser now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Walker. And that's complete to his running back, Vaughn. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Walker sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the 1st half, this is just complete domination. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Walker. And he's going to go down again.
P.J. Walker sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now here come the Cowboys. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Elliott. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 44.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And 4 out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target,
but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 25-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we stay in the Empire State. We head up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. Here's Walker, throwing on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the bucket.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Walker. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Up second and 7 at the
Jones.
48-yard line.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Walker, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Walker. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground with Jones. And out of bounds right around the 20.
That's another Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 20, Buccaneers 6.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
At their own 25.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 7-yard pickup.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find Cobbs here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down.
Back to throw here. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running with Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier.
Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
To throw is Walker. On 3rd down, the catch made by Miller.
That's good.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Walker into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And this defense, they came prepared. He's probably going to be seeing them in his sleep if they don't fix things quickly.
And that's not exactly what he wants to see in his post-game slumber. So they've got to figure out a way to slow things down a little bit. Some screen passes, some draws, anything to make the defensive front hesitate a little bit. Think on their way back to the quarterback, maybe even a quarterback draw, some type of tendency breaker to change things up.
Exactly. Whatever the case, something to mix it up here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. From the gun, Walker. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To number 43. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taking it about the 16. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Ezekiel Elliott
called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading.
Now Walker on first down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That's good.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Operating from the gun, Walker. And he finds Howard complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Walker. This will be caught at about the 5. That one good for 12 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 12 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Here's Walker.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it to make it 27-13. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
second and